Greetings and love all. This is Cody Chestnut. Last week, we posted that you could ask questions about this album, about this project, and quite a few responded, and we said that we would answer some of them this week. So we're starting today here on Sunday. I'm in the UK right now, and I'm actually due at a rehearsal in 30 minutes, so we're going to try to answer a few of them before I leave. The first one comes from Terrence Downs. His question is, why do you make music? That's quite simple for me, man. I love music. I can't imagine life without it, so I make it because it's a huge passion and love of mine. We go to Jay Menacloud. Jay Menacloud. Let's see, is there any such artist out there that you would like to collaborate with? I've stated in many interviews that I think Lauryn Hill and myself would make a very good record together. So yeah, hopefully we can make that happen, sometime in the future. Jay Bia or Jay Bay asks, tofu, beans, or meat? I eat it all. I eat, vegetables, but I do enjoy certain meats. I eat turkey, fish, and chicken. This is Emily Stokes, and she asks, what is your inspiration for landing on 100? Landing on 100 simply was inspired by my life and the life of other people around me, the lives that I observe. I wanted to not only give voice to my experiences, but to the experiences of other people as well. Fabian Creef asks, is your cup empty? I guess you're speaking about the cup in the picture. No, I just gotten a nice cup of tea here in London. Nia Holland asks, what inspired Do Better to the Young? That's a song off my EP, Black Skin No Value. Simply that I feel right now in this crucial point in history that we could definitely offer better examples to our youth. I have children, and I would like to give them my best, and I feel that every child in my community and in the community at large deserves the best. See, Watts Yoshizawa asks, what type of drum kit was used on the recordings, and did I record analog? Yes. I would like to think it was either a Ludwig or Singerland. I'm not quite sure, but it was a pretty old kit. It was definitely a classic, I would say, classic vintage kit at Royal Studios, and it could have been, Ludwig, Singerland, or maybe a Gretsch, because it had really fat toms as well. And yes, we did record analog. We recorded analog in both Cologne and in Royal Studios. That was one of the main reasons we wanted to go to Royal Studios, because they had the best affordable rates for analog recording. Let's see here. Benton Grayson asks, what has changed in your life to make you write so differently? Just my understanding of my own life, my understanding of how important, how really, important lyrical content is, and how the energy of words affect the lives of other people. So I wanted to really write a body of work that really reflected this understanding. So that's why it's, I guess, a bit different from the Headphone Masterpiece. And also I think it's great that my children can listen to the whole album without having to hear any offensive language, so to speak. Zeta Lo Keto asks, what was your inspiration to write Deliberation? Deliberation, for those of you who don't know, is a song off of the Gridlock soundtrack, the last movie that Tupac did. And he was the inspiration of the song. They wanted to do a tribute album to Tupac, but that album never materialized. But Suge decided to put this song at the end of the Gridlock soundtrack. And a great story behind the album itself. at the time, Suge was still incarcerated, so Snoop was charged to come to the studio and put the album together, select the tracks for it. And he thought Deliberation should be the very last track on the album to kind of sum up the whole experience. He liked the way that it felt, and he decided to put it at the end. So Snoop decided that Deliberation should be the last song on the Gridlock soundtrack. A bit of history behind that record.